Good evening and welcome to Netzach Yisrael's daily Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. Tonight we're going to learn Siman Lamed Zayin, Hilchos Tevilas Kelim, the halachas of toveling, of dipping kelim into a mikvah when they're new, avoided Gimel Seifim. It contains 13 Seifim. Medrash Hashem tonight we'll do all 13. Seif Aleph. Halokeach kelim asheochem l'sodom ovid kechavim, one who buys vessels or containers, anything that's suitable for a meal, from someone who isn't Jewish. Even if they're new, if they are made out of metal or glass, one can't use them for any type of use, even for cold water. Until one has dipped them into a stream or into a mikvah, into a proper mikvah, one would be kosher enough for a woman who needs to go to mikvah to dip in. In order to get rid of the impurity, the tumah of a non-Jewish person and come into the holiness, the kedusha of a Jewish person, of Israel. The kodim matavila, and before toveling it, before dipping it into a mikvah, mevarchen al kliach, or you make the following brach, or one brach. If it was just one container or one utensil, you say Asher Kedushan of its ways of it Shivanu Tevilas Keli. He blessed you, Hashem, who has sanctified us with His commandments and has commanded us regarding immersing a utensil. But if it's more than one utensil, then you make the following blessing. You end by saying on immersing vessels as opposed to just one kli. Seif base. Since the halacha is that one needs to immerse utensils, specifically in a place that would be kosher enough for women to go into other mikvah. Therefore, we need to be careful that one shouldn't just dip them in a river at a time that they're overflowing a bit from rain or from snow, etc., because you can't properly ascertain as to whether it's a kosher mikvah. And this is particularly common at the time before Pesach, because that's when the rivers are particularly large, meaning the water level is a bit higher, and people immerse their utensils there, and this isn't correct. Seif Gimel. Kli 8, there is no necessity to immerse utensils made out of wood, like a wooden spoon. If it's held together by metal hoops, like a barrel or something, then it needs to be immersed without a bracha, out of doubt. Likewise, earthenware utensils do not need to be immersed. However, if they are glazed, however, from the inside, then they need toveling, they need immersing without a bracha, porcelain, and likewise earthenware, porcelain dishes. So our plates need immersing without a bracha. Seif Daled. If one had bought used plates or used cutlery, something that has been used by non-Jewish people in a way that needs purging in boiling water as well, or burning in being heated red in a fire, then first it needs to be kashed, first it needs to be placed in boiling water or heated in a fire, and following that one needs to put it in a mikveh too. Seif Hey. If one borrows or hires a utensil from a non-Jewish person, it doesn't need toveling. So if one goes into a bar for a drink out of a glass, that's fine, so long as it doesn't belong to a Jewish person. However, if one borrows or rents kelim, utensils, from a shopkeeper who is Jewish, then it needs immersing without a bracha. And the shopkeeper should inform whoever buys it afterwards that he shouldn't immerse them a second time and make a bracha in vain. Seif Vav. Yisrael Amachzik Beisitzicha Sheker and Hutter, a Jewish person who owns a factory which produces glassware. However, the workers aren't Jewish. Again, out of doubt, the glasses that are made there will need immersing without a bracha. See sign. If a Jewish person gave the raw materials, gave silver or other type of metal to a worker, a non-Jewish worker, in order to make him a container utensil, or it had a problem, it was a cup with a hole in the bottom, and it couldn't even hold a revius, and now he's fixed it so it's a proper kli again. In such a case again, it would need immersing without a bracha out of doubt. The only things that need immersing in a mikvah are utensils that one uses for food that is ready to eat straight away, without any type of fixing. So, the iron sticks used for turning over and fixing the matzahs, or for cutting the dough, or the needle that is used to sew up stuffed foods, and similar things, do not need immersing. There's a famous machlokas about whether one needs to table a toaster or not. Although most poskim, this is generally the way we paskin hold that one does need to table a toaster even with a bracha. Rav Moshe Feinstein, based on this, says that one doesn't need to. However, a chalaf, a knife that is used for slaughtering animals, and the knife that is used to skin the carcass, because it's possible to use this knife for prepared food. Likewise, trays that matzahs are placed on. All these things need teveling, need immersing without a bracha. However, a dry fish or a tripod, which one would place the hot dish on. Since food does not actually come into contact with this tripod, it doesn't need teveling. That would be a similar halacha to a tin opener or a bottle opener. However, a metal spit which one uses to roast meat, such a thing does need teveling with the bracha because it's used to prepare the food, the roast chicken, the rotisserie, to become edible. There are those that say that large glass utensils, such as big bottles and jugs, one doesn't drink from. Rather, they are used to hold the drinks in order to decant from them into the cups. Don't need, are not considered as utensils fit for a meal, and therefore don't need teveling. And there are those that say that they do need teveling, they do need immersing, and therefore the Kitzur writes that they should be immersed without a bracha. A pepper grinder needs immersing because of the metal inside it. However, the bottom, there's a little dish which is made out of wood, and that's used to collect the ground pepper, because it's made out of wood, does not need immersing at all. And but a coffee grinder should be immersed without a bracha. A person must be careful to ensure before immersing anything that the utensil is clean, and it doesn't contain any dirt or rust. But a rust mark or a little bit of darkness, because that is normal and the person isn't bothered about this, it's not significant. Sorry. And a person needs to dip the whole utensil in one go um, to ensure that it's all immersed inside the water. And likewise, a utensil that has a handle, again, the handle itself also needs to be immersed with the utensil needs to be immersed with the handle all in one go in water. When the person is actually dipping the utensil into water and he's holding this utensil in his hand, he's got to ensure that he dips his hand into the water, into the mikvah water first, in the place that he's going to dip. Likewise, one shouldn't hold the utensil too tightly. So we've got to do everything to ensure that literally every single part of the utensil gets a little bit wet. In a case where one is lowering something into a mikvah tied to a rope, such as one's dipping it into a well, and they need to ensure that this knot around the handle is loose enough that the water can get to everywhere on the container, on the utensil. In Matpil Kalim Shapiyam Tarif, if one is dipping in the utensils that have a narrow neck, so a jug that's got a very narrow opening, for example. And they need to ensure that it stays in the water until the bubbles have come out, until the entire container is filled with water. Because one needs to ensure that the water touches everywhere on the utensil, both on the outside and in. See if you'd base. A boy or girl who isn't yet bar bas mitzvah are not trustworthy, cannot be trusted regarding immersing kelim, unless obviously there's an adult watching over them. See if you'd gimel. Also, it is forbidden to tovel one's utensil on Shabbos and Yom Tov. And if one really needs it and he forgot to tovel, to immerse it beforehand, he should give it to a non-Jewish person as a gift, and then it no longer belongs to him. And then he should borrow it back from him, and then they can use it. If it was given to a Gentile as a present and then borrowed back, then the Shulchan Aruch Rav says that one should immerse after Shabbos without a bracha. And in a place where there's an Eruv, where one can carry, and this is a container that is, you can carry water in it, such as one's wants to get water from a well and he's lowering the water into the well. Then he should draw water with it and carry it to his house, because that's not giving the impression that he is toveling the dish, but he shouldn't make the bracha al tevilas kelim on Shabbos or Yom Tov. Thank you for watching.